What's going on, people? This your boy Sean Breed, and as I stated in my earlier post, um, a lot of times when I post videos, I'm not just posting videos to speak about myself. I care about you guys, the general public. I care about your views, your ideas, your statements, um, your requests, your questions. I care about all that, you know what I mean? And I just don't speak about me. You know, I like to speak on things that people ask me about, or certain things that I see in the world, or topics, newsworthy topics that I see, and I'll address those situations also. But I'm going to give you a shameless plug on my album, which is almost finished. I don't have an exact month for you, but it should be. I'm thinking the month of May. It should be. It should start circulating around the industry, around the streets. You'll start seeing Sean Breed, the brand, a little bit of everywhere, on the internet, out in the streets, everywhere. All right. The title, Gasoline on the Sun, self-explanatory. But let's get into a female friend of mine asked me to speak on the question that she presented to me was, how do you know when you're in love? And that's a difficult question to answer, because only you know the feelings that you have when you're in love. I think the feelings, most of the feelings are typical feelings that you feel. You think about the person all the time. Can't stop thinking about the person. When you do think about the person, they make you smile, and all that glittery, potpourri type of, that we all feel in the beginning. And you start seeing a future with the person. But and I hate to sound like really pessimist about things like that, because there's millions of people that are married, not all happily married, and millions of more people in relationships, not all happily, but nonetheless, in relationships, but I think, it's almost like a drug, and I'm not experienced in this forum of drugs, but I know that there were crackheads that told me, and this is not to equate love to being a crackhead, but I remember a crackhead told me, he said, when he used it for the first time, it took him to a place that was like incredible. And he said the thousands of times that he used it after was trying to get that same initial high that he never felt before, after that, and it's similar to love, it's we all know the beginning stages of love, and to me that's the best part. There's different stages, when you get married and you have kids, there's different stages and stuff, but that initial point, is the point where most of us get caught up in it, but you got to be careful in expressing love. It's not expressing love, but determining that you are falling in love. If you're around something long enough, we're creatures of we're creatures of monotony. You know what I mean? And what a lot of times when you're around something long enough, you learn to love it, whether it's good or bad. You know what I mean? Or you think you love it, you know, but it's familiarity that you actually falling in love with, you know. How do you know you've fallen in love? I mean, like I said in the beginning, only you know. Take your steps wisely, and be careful, because there's a lot of con artists out there, and they know, especially, you know, the game is to be sold, not told. You know what I mean? And a lot of people say vice versa. They say the game is to be sold, not told. You know what I mean? But I tell it like it is. You know what I mean? I'm too real for that. You know what I mean? So it's like only you know, and take your steps wisely and cautiously, and enjoy the moment. Enjoy each day. Don't try to, you know, don't try to establish like where this is, like, oh, how I'm feeling and where this may go or whatever. Just enjoy the moment. You know, if you feel in love in your heart and your body and your soul at that moment, that's what it is. It's love. And the next day you feeling the same way, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Then you hate him or you hate her the next day, that's what it is. And you fall back in love with him, and that's what it is, you know. And then before you know it, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years pass. Whoa, you're in a relationship. You're in a relationship, you know. And then sometimes it goes further than that. All right? So keep that in mind. If you got any questions, you got any comments, you got any requests, you know, on any topic, I'm well versed. You know what I mean? I'm here. Speak on it. Let me know. Sean Breed, out.